why haven't you done anything?
What do you want me to do? Beat your mother up a bit, make a big gesture, leave the house?
No.
Why do you think your mother didn't tell me for 16 years, eh? Because she didn't want the family to break up. I don't want that either. No matter what you think about your mum and I, we were made for each other. God made us and God matched us. She didn't tell me because she loves me. And to be quite frank, if I was her, I'd done exactly the same thing.
Were you going to tell me?
No.
I thought not.
What's that supposed to mean?
I mean, that's it. If we don't talk about it, then, you know, we don't have to face up to it.
That's what you think, is it?
That's what I think.
Well, if that's what you think, that's what you think.
Oh, well, what do you want me to think? I mean, that's what you're best at, isn't it? Not talking about it so we don't have to face up to it.
Listen, why do you imagine I didn't tell you? Because I don't want to lose you. Look, I know as a person you think I am a total washout. That's fine. And maybe you want to go and find your real father, and that's all right. I mean, that's okay. I don't blame you for that. It's natural. But whatever you do now, Nessa, you can't take those 16 years away from me. Nobody can.
Yes, Mrs. Webb? Yes, I've come about Stanley. Do you know where he is? Well, no. Oh, I'm so sorry. What did you say your name was? I didn't, but it's Jane. Jane Webb. Oh, are you a relation of Stanley's or something? You could say that. I'm his wife.
Dad, Nessa wants to speak to you.
What about?
Well, I don't know. She just wants to speak to you.
Stay with your mother.
Okay.
And then he came clean and told me he wasn't a doctor, he was a nurse. He'd lied to impress me. But it didn't change the fact that he still loved me. And whether he was a doctor or a nurse or a rat catcher, he was still the same man underneath. Well, Muggins here fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. It's all right. I think I know the rest of the story. 3 weeks later, we were married. You actually married him? You mean you got a wedding certificate? And a video. How much did he take from you? 26,000. It was my first husband's life insurance. Quite a few cruises, that. Yeah. Excuse me, will you? Where are you going? For a drink. And then I'm going to hire a car and search the length and breadth of this country until I find Stanley Webb. And then I'm going to kill him.
Oh. Ah, Rosemary, I thought I'd better tell you that I have the chance for a job which will pay me a salary. So all that money I owe. Oh, I'm so sorry, my dear. I didn't realize you had a visitor. Everything's all right, isn't it?
No. No, not really.
It's not Stanley, is it?
Oh, yes, it's Stanley, all right.
Well, what has he been up to?
So what went wrong?
I get mixed up in something.
What?
With Marcus.
Marcus?
Yeah. I'm not very proud of it.
So is that why we're leaving?
Partly. I just didn't want to tell him I wanted to end it all.
So you decided to run away?
No.
Well, that's what it looks like to me.
No, you know Marcus.
Yes, I do know Marcus. I know he's a bully and he bullied Blair, and now he's bullying you. I honestly thought you were made of stronger stuff, Dad. I mean, look, what's the point of upping and leaving? It's not going to make any difference. You're still going to be the same person wherever we go. Don't you think it would be better to face up to things instead of running away all the time?
I don't know if I've got the strength, love.
I love you, Dad. I'll always love you. I've been sitting here thinking that I love that man. I don't care if he's not my real dad. He'll always be that to me. And I've really given him some hard times, but now's my chance to make it up to him.
So you don't want to find your real dad, then?
I'm looking at my real dad. You know who else would put up with me going on at them the way I do to you? Oh, come on, Dad. Let's go back. Let's show them we're not beaten, that we're only just starting.
What are we going to tell your mother?
Oh, she'll survive. She's a fighter. She wouldn't have put up with you a mule these years if she wasn't.
We'd better go. They're boarding now.
Well?
What would you say if I said I was sorry?
For what?
For everything. What would you say if I said I was sorry for everything and that we should stay here and try and get it right?
Are you serious?
Come on, Gwen, this is paradise.
Paradise?
Well, it will be paradise if I get it right.
Oh, yeah.
All right, if I try and get it right. Oh, Gwen, we belong here. This is our home. Look, you don't want to be living in a semi in Greenford, do you? Come on, what'd you say? Oh, I love you. I'll go and tell Blair.
What did you say to him?
Nothing that he didn't already know.
What happened?
What?
To Marcus, what happened?
Not here, Trish.
Why not here, eh? Why not here?
Outside. We'll talk about it outside.
Maybe we should get Sergio over.
Nobody knows where he is. Peter was looking for him earlier on.
Really? But I thought you didn't want to go back to him.
Well, she doesn't, but she wants to see him. Well, she did before she heard about Marcus. What do you think happened to him?
I think someone had it in for our friend Marcus Stanley.
Well, I suppose quite a few people would have loved to see the back of him.
I'm sure. Excuse me. Thank you. It's a note for Pilar.
Pilar, it's a note for you.
Will you read it?
It's from Sergio. He says, can you meet me at the marina? He needs to talk to you. Urgently.
So Marcus is in 100 pieces over the highway. Why should he worry you?
This just gets worse and worse. First Felipe dead, now Marcus. Oh, it's all very convenient, isn't it?
Not for them.
No, for you, though.
They weren't a problem to me. Neither of them.
I realise that.
Where are you going?
What do you think he wants?
To go back to him, I would imagine.
She wouldn't.
I'm not sure.
Would you?
Under those circumstances, no. She wanted Marcus and me. One else would be a compromise.
Is that the way you still feel about my son?
No, I did for a long time, but not now.
Have you thought what could happen if you met someone else?
No.
So you haven't got anyone yet? Ingrid.
I'm going to see Sergio.
Are you sure you want to, Pilar?
I want to settle this once and for all.
Do you want me to come with you?
No, I think it's better if I go on my own.
Ingrid.
Yes?
You know, we're very sad if you ever decided to leave, you know.
I have no intention of leaving at the moment. I thought about it for a long time, but I really want to stay.
I'm delighted.
I didn't know why I was still here, but...
And?
I think I do know.
I always get what I want.
This time you don't.
Oh, yes. Definitely this time. Maybe not today, nor tomorrow. But soon. Real soon.
You're back! Yes.
Fantastic! You're back?
Oh, yes.
Fraser!
What are you doing back?
But we're not going after all. My dad still says.
would you like a drink, Miss King?
No. I just felt that I ought to be the one to give you the sad news.
Sad news?
Marcus Tandy has met with an unfortunate accident.
Oh, what sort of accident?
His car caught fire, went up like a bomb. He didn't stand a chance.
He's dead?
Yes.
Pilar.
Towards, and she says, well, son, that's because when you walk across the sand as a camel, you don't... And he said, well, why have I got a big hump in my back? And she said, that's because when you're walking across the...
Dad, the
What?
police are here.
What?
Yeah, they want to speak to Blair.
Blair?
Yeah.
Well, what for?
I don't know, they didn't tell me.
Blair!
Blair! Blair!
Right on time. Come on in.
Things have turned out perfectly.
What?
Everything. You and me. Cheers.
But what about the bracelet? What was it doing in the car?
I must have dropped it.
And there was a boy in there. Who was it?
The same unfortunate so-and-so that stole my car, I guess. I don't know, Pilar. You can't trust anyone these days, can you?
You wanted freedom, I wanted you. All that glitters is never what it seems. Oh, 'cause Eldorado's only gold and dreams. And when you go away, you gotta tell me where you're going to, so I can dream I'll see you once again.
You can savour those last historic events of El Dorado again on Monday afternoon at 1:50. But if you like a more permanent record, then this special BBC video recalls some of the programme's memorable moments from the past year. Adios, El Dorado is available now.